So what is data analytics and what is it not? And this is the first thing that we're trying to clarify when starting our journey as data analysts. So what is data analytics in general is bridging between data, which is usually in a raw format, and decision making. So if you have a bunch of data and you don't analyze it properly, then you cannot really extract insights from it. And those insights can be anything that can help your business grow, generate more revenue, save more money, be more efficient, be more productive. There are so many ways to gain insights from raw data. So as data analysts, we're gonna work with data. It could be in form of tables, or it could be unstructured, working with audio, video, images, etc. But in general, we're gonna be working with data as we see in Excel sheets or in databases. So we have here 4 different phases to understand. There's a discovery phase where basically we discover the data. We get a set of tables or information, and we're going to try and find some patterns, some insights, some trends, etc. Then we're going to translate those numbers into some actionable insights. And this is where the analytics part comes into play. And this is the phase that a lot of people enjoy because there's a lot of coding, looking into numbers, creating charts, etc. The third phase is the goal. So we move from a intuition into evidence, which means that if you don't analyze the data, you're just guessing. But when you analyze the data properly and you can trust it, then you can base your responses and your suggestions and your improvements and your insights based on data, which is more of an evidence. And lastly, there's the outcome. So is this driving some business improvements? Is this optimizing processes? So the work of a data analyst isn't just to do beautiful visuals or dashboards, it's much more than that. If we think of analytics in general, we can put it in a spectrum like this, where it's a mix of mathematics and statistics, computer science, and business strategy. A lot of people are already aware that analytics is a lot of computer science and statistics because we work a lot with numbers, we do averages, standard deviations, we look for maximum minimums, we create charts, we do a lot of different things like this that are linked to statistics. And computer science because we use tools like SQL, Excel, Python to be able to process that data. And the business strategy part is the one a lot of people neglect, especially when they just start learning. And I don't want you to do that because if you do everything and you don't consider the business, then all your analytics don't make sense. Because if you cannot improve business processes, then you're not valuable enough for the company. So the analytics is between mathematics, computer science, and business strategy. One distinction that I want to make early on is reporting versus analytics. And when we think of data analysts, we always think of a lot of reports, a lot of dashboards. And yes, that might be true, but these are 2 different things that we need to think of. When we talk about the reporting part, we talk about the what. We report on results that we already analyzed. It's reactive and we look back into what we found. For example, we're going to give a report as a static snapshot or a table or some alerts or some summary that we wrote. This is a static snapshot that we share with the stakeholders, the client, or our manager. Or we can also, for example, create a nice interactive dashboard as well. An example here is sales were down 5% last quarter. So we analyzed the historical data and we found out that sales were down by 5%. We're reporting on that. This happened. Whilst the analytics is the why and the how. The why we're even doing the analysis in the first place and how did we do it. So this is more proactive. We're looking forward to things compared to being reactive when we just report on something that we already found. So the outputs are insights, predictions, and recommendations. So this is the phase where we're exploring, analyzing, trying to find some patterns. And an example here will be sales dropped due to a supply chain delay in region X. We can see here that this is more detailed. We say even why the sales dropped, or we put on some assumptions. And your job as a data analyst will be to put in these assumptions and try to validate them by doing the analytics. I want to touch here briefly on the definition between data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist. And a lot of people get them confused, but these are separate and distinct roles that can work hand in hand. And sometimes a data engineer will also do data science work, a data analyst could do data science work, etc. So you could fill in multiple roles depending on the structure of the company, but each one of these, they serve a different purpose. So the data engineer or the architect is the person that makes the data available for everyone in the company. They're usually good at building data pipelines, infrastructures where the data lives. They're really good at SQL, Snowflake, building and maintaining the databases. And their main tools are SQL, the cloud, and ETL, which is extract, transform, and load. No need to go too technical here. I'm just trying to define the purpose of each role. Whilst a data analyst is a person who interprets the data. So we're gonna focus more on answering business questions with structured data. And what we mean by structured data is usually tables, rows, and columns, which is what we find in databases, in Excel sheets, etc. And even when we work with BI tools, it's much easier to work with structured data than unstructured data. And what I mean by unstructured is anything that is not really tabular. So audio, video, images, these are all unstructured. And the primary goal of a data analyst is to provide actionable insights for the business to follow. Save money, increase revenue, boost productivity, reduce churn, all these kind of things. Whilst data scientists are the researchers, they use historical data to try and make predictions using advanced modeling that can help us identify some patterns early or maybe categorize something. And this uses machine learning, deep learning, and also uses unstructured data. This can seem a little bit more advanced. It uses tools like Python, R, and advanced algorithms. So a data analyst is someone that will analyze structured data using tools like SQL, Excel, Power BI, Python to extract meaningful insights to help the business do a certain action, save money, earn money, be more productive, etc. It's all about analytics. So the four types of analytics, we have the descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. So the descriptive is we're talking about what happened. We're basically just looking back, describing what happens. Diagnostic is why did it happen? What's the root cause? And this is where we go and we analyze what happened. Predictive is what will happen. We're forecasting. This is a data scientist role where they try to predict what will happen in the future based on what we have as data from the past. And prescriptive is what should we do? The recommendations based on what we know. So here, a data analyst will cover descriptive, diagnostic, and prescriptive. And the predictive one, it's usually for data scientists, unless your role requires to do some machine learning and advanced algorithms. That's one that you won't be focusing on too much, and this course won't be focusing on predictive modeling. So if I have to summarize the analytics lifecycle in a very basic way, we have four phases. We define the question, so what are we even trying to analyze and what's the purpose? Second, we collect and we clean the data. So we need to find what data we're going to analyze. Is it already clean? Is it structured? How can I analyze it? What tools, etc. Then we're going to proceed into the analytics. We're going to explore the patterns. We're going to visualize. We're going to look for outliers. We're going to do all the analytics things that we're going to learn in this course. And finally, we're going to interpret and share via visuals, via reports, via dashboards. And that's how we're going to deliver the results of our analytics to our team, stakeholders, or clients. So the key takeaways here is analytics is not reporting. They go hand in hand. We analyze first, we report later. And reporting looks back into what we analyzed, whilst analytics looks forward to solving the problem. And the process overall, it's a cycle of defining, cleaning, analyzing, and sharing the results with stakeholders.